Here at Bellator Champions Series, presented by Professional Fighters League, the time has come for tonight's main event from Dublin, Ireland. It's 5 rounds or less for the Bellator Welterweight World Championship. Introducing the blue corner. At 6 foot, weighing in 169.8 pounds in his first ever challenge for Bellator Gold, he enters as an undefeated professional, 12 victories, no defeats, fighting out of Makhachkala, Dagestan, Russia, the challenger, Ramazan Kuramagomedov. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner at 6'1", weighing in 169.9 pounds. In the first defense of his Bellator title, he stands with 18 professional victories, 4 defeats. Originally from Spanish Town, Jamaica, he fights out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, USA. He is the defending Bellator welterweight world champion, the ass-kicking machine, Jason and your referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Great to see the respect. Now light the touch paper, guys. The fight of the night. Elite Warriors. The Bellator World Championship at welterweight at stake. Jason Jackson defending against Ramazan Kuramagomedov in the white trunks. He's the southpaw from Russia. Never tasted a loss. Doesn't know what it means. He's a winner and always has been. But Jackson is now in his prime and having the time of his life in the cage.
Jason Jackson, twitchy, edging forward, goes for the uppercut. Nice head position straight away. Let's see what Jason Jackson does with this clinch, whether he decides to engage or to break.
A lot of the takedown defense of Jason Jackson is based on his ability to dictate range. They're always a little too far out to get anything done. Kuramagomedov likes what we call a snatch single leg. He just reaches for it. He doesn't really commit much to his hips.
That was a nice short elbow on the break there from Kuramagomedov. I think he realized he was going to lose the clinch and decided to see if he could land a shot.
That was really sharp. Found his timing quickly.
Yes.
And with the leg there.
Hard inside low kick as well. Jason Jackson lunges for the body shot again. Clinches almost in a defensive way to turn himself off and get back out to space, but you don't want to be back against the fence with Ramzan here.
There's a real confidence here from the Russian.
He's definitely pressing the action right now. Jason Jackson, I think, starting off a little tight. Needs to loosen up a little bit, let his combinations flow. That is what he's very, very good at. Stringing together combinations, varying his attacks up.
Here comes the takedown.
First real commitment to it.
He was expecting that, you can see. And he's taken down first time. First too easy down, it was very, very easy, that was. And he's got the leg bind, the old leg irons there. Trapped him.
Mermaid position, another thing they love to call
mermaid
it.
Position.
Yeah, feet together, you see it. Yep.
It's not very glamorous to be a mermaid position.
Yeah, well, Khabib, of course, the master of this. Bring the legs together. Yeah. It's easy to kind of advance forward around the legs after that.
Absolutely. And a victim of Khabib in the corner as well with Michael Johnson, who very much felt this position and could coach his fighter through it based on experience.
The ease of that takedown is daunting, gentlemen. It's pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of elevating these legs. He's binding the legs together, sitting across the shins, across the lower knees, which means that before Jason Jackson can do anything, he has to recover a leg. He can't get up without his legs. He's got to get them underneath him.
You got to turn your side to get your leg out, and that's where the danger is.
It's a really positive start, this, from Kuramagomedov. Confident from the opener.
And surely the feeling here for Kuramagomedov is, well, my game works against the champion as well, right? This is a realizing moment for him. He's realizing that the skills that have got him this far may potentially win him a belt.
Education to take him to the next level.
For sure. Jason Jackson clears his legs. You can see Kuramagomedov going straight away to rebind them again. Slides his left leg underneath. Shelves the legs.
Crowd can start booing. It's not going to bother the Russian fighter one little bit.
But what can Jackson do here? A minute 30 to go.
He's got to turn on his side to pull his leg out. As soon as you turn on your side, you can't defend that side, you get hit. That's the difficulty. And we've been saying it all night. You can't defend punches and establish better position in jiu-jitsu. It's very difficult to do.
So has he got to see this out?
Yeah, he's almost stuck here. Has to figure out what to do in the next minute 10. Because shuffling the hips, he's got to turn to his side just like that to do it, and that allows Kuramagomedov to punch or advance. Now the trade-off is Kuramagomedov can't do a whole lot of ground and pound from this position.
Connor with us all the way through. Great to see.
Another guy who knows Khabib pressure well.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe you're going to see if Jason Jackson can figure this problem out. You know, a hardcore MMA fan, though, that's for sure. Nothing is more true about Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah, just loves it.
Yeah.
Lives it, breathes it. Great to see him here.
And he took his time to go around the front and meet all the fans as well.
He's done all that. He's been absolutely brilliant around the cage. Shots you haven't seen at home, and you've seen some great ones too.
Dan, we said before this fight, man, can you take him down and dominate like could everybody else?
Yeah.
So far in round number 1, it looks like it.
Does this change Jason Jackson's game plan, though? Does he learn that he's got to stay off the fence in order to deal with these takedowns?
Well, he's dragged his way through. 10 seconds left of the first round, and it's Ramazan Kuramagomedov who's had it his way.
Okay, round 2, gentlemen, let's go, fight.
Again, the respect there between the pair. Top quality.
See, this is much better for Jason Jackson. If he's moving forward, then he's got all the space behind him to deal with the takedown. If he's trapped up against the fence, then he's got nowhere to go. Even if he takes a couple of shots like this, it makes more sense for him to be on the front foot and forcing Kuramagomedov to level change defensively. I go back to BJ Penn's Sean Shirk. Shirk was forced into a level change and went straight onto a near BJ Penn. I watched that again the other day. Great fight.
When you wave off your own fight, that's a successful fight from BJ, man.
Good shots to the body. Using his southpaw style well here, isn't he, Ramazan?
Yeah, very well. Hard to jab from that side, but line up very well for power punches. And
that's a good sprawl. But he's going to get, oh, nice work. I was expecting to get driven into the fence there, but Kuramagomedov failed on it.
That's what you want to do. You want to extract a higher and higher toll of energy for the takedown. You're going to shoot. It's going to cost you a lot. Make sure think about it. Yeah.
You know, the other thing as well, Jimmy, sorry to cut you off, but in my keys to victory, I said uppercuts and knees. Not necessarily because they're his best weapons, but because they're a very good job of occupying that center channel where someone has to put their head when they're taking an opponent down. It's a good deterrent just to show the hips sometimes.
Remember Chuck Liddell would like load that uppercut, like, oh, it's waiting for you. Go ahead and drop your head. I dare you. And it worked. An uppercut that misses will make you think twice about that takedown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's bring Big John in. How are you seeing it? It's an interesting one, isn't it?
It's a good fight right now. You got to look and say, obviously, Kuramagomedov won the first round. He won it more with just cage control. There wasn't a lot of striking on either side, but Jason Jackson's doing a very nice job of circling his hips away from the cage, which is giving Kuramagomedov trouble in getting that second takedown.
Yeah, good shout there from Big John McCarthy. Really good shout. Especially this round, as Kuramagomedov has been shooting and level changing, we've seen Jason Jackson turning a corner with his takedown defense, so he's not backing up in a straight line. That's smart cage awareness, and that's where your experience comes into play.
Oh, nice. Low leg kick. It's another advantage of that southpaw stance. It can be hard to read that power shot. It's very quick.
Versatile as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're going after the inside of the leg, which is not as tough as the outside.
Jason Jackson's holding that right hand right close to his chin. Of course, that's a defensive thing, but it looks to me like it's cocked, like the hammer of a... Oh, here it is again. Tries the head kick.
Yeah, tries the uppercut a couple of times, doesn't land, I think. The Russian here, but he's impressing me.
Stole his hair.
Oh. How often does that happen, Dan?
Not very.
Do you remember Paulie Malignaggi having his hair cut
yes.
in the corner because the braids got in the way and he couldn't see, and In between rounds, it was all cut off.
I remember it well. I remember it well.
I don't know if we're going to see Jason Jackson cutting his dreads off between rounds.
On we go. Jackson, Kuramagomedov, and Conor McGregor. What else do you want? Bellator delivering.
And in this last year, Bellator's viewership's been growing since the acquisition of the PFL. People are interested in the crossover of the rosters and fighters going into the regular season. And of course, we've got new champions as well. We've got the Champs v Champs cards going on.
More opportunities for the young fighters.
Absolutely. You know, Jason Jackson, if he defends his belt here, he knows he's got plenty more tests in front of him. Same with Kuramagomedov. If he wins the belt, there is so much more work to do to establish himself as a pay-per-view superstar in mixed martial arts. It's encouraging, right? You don't want to feel like you've already reached the end of your career at this stage. These guys need incentives.
Yeah, and whatever, oh, nice left hook. Whatever incentive Kuramagomedov needs, he's used it in the second half of this round. He's come on strong. He's been versatile with his attacks. I think he's kind of frozen Jason Jackson just a little bit. Kuramagomedov, a bit more unorthodox. Jackson's having trouble reading it.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting that jab going. Kuramagomedov on his feet, for me, is boxing really well.
Always hard to use the jab against an opposite stance.
Tries to check the inside low kick. Jason Jackson's going to be coming in with that right hand again in a minute. That's why Kuramagomedov circled away from it. There's the right hand. I like that searching right hook to the body that we've been seeing. That inside low kick is a problem for Jason Jackson.
The way he's mixing up the hands and legs as well. Brilliant.
Nice.
Kuramagomedov, who's got a tree cutting business back home, originally from Jamaica, now based in Florida. Incredible story. Tough rise to the top. Ramazan Kuramagomedov has been into MMA for many, many years. Won trophies since he was a teenager. And he said he will become a world champion tonight. So far, maybe so good.
That move to the close side that Jason Jackson did then, smart. Oh, we saw the elbow then. That was a look of things to come if he steps into the line.
Kuramagomedov, the favorite now with the odds makers. Big John with you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to go with Kuramagomedov. He inside leg kicks and his ability to control the position of their feet. He's giving Jason problems in the fact that Jason is allowing him to step outside of his foot. That's causing a problem for Jason. He's got to figure that out. I see he's trying to do it in this round. We'll see if it'll work.
Spot on, John. That southpaw style, the movement, the confidence, everything's with Kuramagomedov at the moment.
Two hard inside low kicks there as well. And that oblique kick, that little side kick to the thigh as well, just for variety.
When it comes to the style, Jason Jackson, really, really technical, but he can be a little too technical, a little too basic, right? Kuramagomedov does throw some interesting stuff with the lead and the rear legs. I see that stance switch, boom, right to the leg kick. Very, very versatile with his offense.
Yeah, Jason Jackson needs to address those low kicks because then, oh, that was a nice hook. They're starting to eat into that lead leg, and it's going to start to make him hesitant to move forward. Nice knee to the body.
He looks relaxed, he looks flowing and fluent. Kuramagomedov, Jackson tries to come back with the right hand. Isn't he just a bit static and a bit?
He's just too hesitant. I think he feels like anytime he pressures forward, he's either walking onto something or he's dealing with takedowns, like he is here. Look, as soon as he closes distance, the clinch is there. Now he's got to make the decision of whether he wants to stay in the clinch, whether he wants to try and hustle out, maybe eat an elbow on the way out. Look, you know, there's so many things he's being given to think about from Kuramagomedov, purely because Kuramagomedov's skill set is so broad and so deep. He's able to give him so many different looks and make him work.
Halfway through the third round, 3rd of 5, remember. World Championship, the treasure. Which way's it going? Got to work from Jackson, but here he comes again, Kuramagomedov.
Adam, I know know you called a lot of boxing. Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, fighters didn't throw against them. Their numbers went way down. Why? Every time I throw, I get hit. So against the technicians, you're like, oh, why aren't they pulling the trigger? Because there's a counter punch waiting for them every time. Kuramagomedov has done so well with that counter offense. So when you ask yourself at home, why isn't Jason throwing more? He's getting hit when he tries to throw. That makes you hesitate.
Hesitant, stuck in the mud. Jackson's got work to do here, surely. 145 of the third. Switching stances, tries the uppercut.
And Jason's used to, in his last few fights, he's been so dominant, he's used to fighters having to come after him. Now he's in a situation where he has to make something happen with his long-range weapons, and that's difficult to do.
He's really struggling to get going in this round. I don't even think he knows what to open up with. Like, Kuramagomedov is constantly in motion. He's switching his stance, attacking different targets.
You saw that reaching right hand, Dan. Off balance, reaching with it. Yeah.
Jimmy, Dan, you're the experts. But to me, it looks like he's in the flow. He's got a plan, and he's executing it.
Kuramagomedov is winning right now, and he's cruising. And it's all on Jason Jackson. He's now the one that's really going to have to start putting it on his opponent, because this is last 45 seconds of the third round. We're moving into the championship rounds after this. There are 2 rounds left to win. There's blood on the face of the champion, Jason Jackson, here. Now he's backed up against the fence.
Oh, big shots here from Kuramagomedov.
Oh, that was a good elbow. Really good.
Cut over the eye.
Blood to the eye now. Kuramagomedov really mixing it up.
That's a bad spot. It's already running right into the eye.
Yeah, and you can see Jason Jackson pawing at it. That's what's going to get the referee's attention and force him to bring the doctor in.
I think this guy looks a star, Kuramagomedov.
I think you're very right, Adam.
Cruising.
He's a special fighter.
Look at that.
All right, let's go, fight.
2 rounds to go, and surely the Russian, the undefeated man from Dagestan, in a handy lead.
And the problem with these Russian-trained, I'm sorry, Dan, the problem with these Russian-trained fighters, they won't suddenly make a mistake. They won't suddenly overreach because they think they're ahead. They won't suddenly go for a stupid knockout technique. That's not what they tend to stay with the game plan.
Shot to the body from Jackson.
And you also won't know when they're tired or hurt as well. So
no idea.
You know, they're very, very stoic, difficult to understand, difficult to read. That was a nice lead hook, though, by Jason Jackson. Got the attention for a moment.
Dan, what would you have said in the corner to Jason?
Well, honestly, no, I think the corner team did a good job. Michael Johnson is like, it's time to go. You've got to go. Even McGregor on the other side with his Irish Forge stout in his hand. He's coaching Jason Jackson. The offensive wrestling might be a good idea.
Let's get over to Peter. Peter, what do you think?
Yeah, I had a good look at the corner of that cut. It's pretty nasty, right through his eyebrow. Dan is right. He's good at reading lips. That's exactly what Michael Johnson was saying. You got to do something dramatic in these 2 rounds. It feels like they feel he's 3 down and he needs a stoppage.
Thanks, Peter. I think that's the feeling from around the cage. Kuramagomedov has been excellent. Look at those odds as well. Everything's changed.
Now Jason Jackson with the leg bound as well, which is a good position for him to be in, but he's really going to have to make something happen. This is the problem now. He's in this position too late in a round fight.
I was about to say, yeah, it's great in round 1 when Kuramagomedov did it. Now you're behind that methodical grappling game. You're not going to catch Kuramagomedov on the ground more than likely. So you gotta swing for the home run. Unfortunately, this position's not going to do it for you.
You can see the odds have swayed in Kuramagomedov's favor.
And also, if you're in Jason Jackson's corner, one of the things you say is, hey, this guy's not rocking you with shots. He's not the hardest puncher in the world. You haven't been hurt. He's giving you his best shot. You're still okay. Be willing to get in there and trade.
A nice short punch there. I wonder if Jason Jackson was expecting to be able to force Kuramagomedov to scramble and maybe expose his back here a little bit. Blood from the nose of Kuramagomedov, who does look like he's fading a little bit now. For the first time, I think, in his career, we've seen him taking a few deep breaths.
Well, it's unknown territory, isn't it? And up at this level, for Kuramagomedov, who's been so good for the first 3.
How tight is he on this neck? Oh, it's just a loose grip.
He's in good position.
I wonder if Kuramagomedov's showing the respect that he needs.
This is more near side cradle, which isn't going to do anything from this position. Doesn't look like he's willing to commit to the guillotine right now. Now he's committed to it.
Oh, look at this.
Hips are in. This might be tight.
He's posturing in, he's driving in. It would be easier if Kuramagomedov was standing.
Smart enough to let go.
Man, Kuramagomedov looking bust up now.
Real change here. Jason Jackson in the 4th round.
Odds have dropped.
Well, they're changing all the time.
Oh,
look at this from Jackson.
He needs to go to high elbow with this. He needs to bring that arm up above the shoulder.
But Adam, I know it looks good, but if this were that bad, Kuramagomedov would be defending.
Yeah.
Right? So what he's doing is he's saying, okay, go ahead, squeeze, waste all this energy and I'm fine. So the fact that he's not defending is an indicator that it's not as tight as it looks from here.
You know, and if nothing else, he's taking a round right now to have a breather, knowing full well that he's 1-3. Jose Aldo used to do this, as you'll remember.
All the time.
Pick a round, I'll take this one off.
Cage smarts.
Yes. And, you know, 5-round experience is not something that Kuramagomedov is. Oh, that was a lovely shot on the inside. But this might be a calculation that he came into a 5-round fight with. Tight on this neck, posture's broken.
But his energy must be lowering, he must be tiring, Kuramagomedov, after all the work he's done so far.
Jason Jackson going back to this guillotine position over and over. That's a fatiguing position to try to finish. Using your whole upper body. And this is the scramble, Dan, that you talked about that he wanted. And Kuramagomedov, good job getting back to guard.
5 minutes, a change. Jason Jackson. Right. 5 quick minutes or 5 long minutes.
Depends on if you win or you lose. That totally defines how it feels. God, beautiful leg kick again.
Yeah, great start to this one for Kuramagomedov. Let's go over to John. Jason Jackson better in the 4th.
Absolutely. Jason Jackson wins that 4th round 10-9, but he's going to have to do something to get a finish or have a huge round here to hold on to his belt.
Thanks, John. Kuramagomedov could be just over 4 minutes away from the stream.
Oh, it's tight, but he's past the legs already.
No, not going to finish from here. No guard, no guillotine. That's the rule.
Man.
Legs aren't involved, it's not going to work.
Yeah, that could have been a miscalculation. He could have jumped on a guillotine that was too shallow, and now he's got to build himself back up, and Jason Jackson's in the same position that he was in the end of the last round.
Yeah, but the question is that enough of a momentum swing? He can stay here, win at 10-9, and still lose his title on all of our scorecards.
Yeah, and interestingly, just going back to what Big John McCarthy said, if Jason Jackson's able to have a big round here and make it a 10-8, it's going to be a draw.
Going Darce. How much does he commit to it? That's the question.
Look at the odds shifting again. Kuramagomedov's still a favorite, but not nearly as big of an odds as he was.
They'll be shifting all the way through. That's what we want to see. Jackson Kuramagomedov, here at you at home. Where's your thinking? Referee looking down.
Jason Jackson, he's got this figure 4 position locked up, but he just doesn't like he's got it deep enough to really commit.
And
now he's gone to the opposite side.
He's got to roll through to make it work, and that's a commitment. He wants to get this work. That's we call a gator roll to his left side to tighten it up. And he bailed on it to the back.
Tries to circle. Can he clear that arm? Not quite. He's not quite there. He's still working for it, but Kuramagomedov.
Good hip movement from Kuramagomedov. Yeah.
Claws his way back into a front-facing position.
Desperately trying Jackson, isn't he? But Kuramagomedov got out of that. 2:35 left.
Half a round to go. Jason Jackson needs to get himself off the fence here. He needs some space. He can't get that left leg clear because there's no space to leg out of it. Now he's got cleared.
Good hips from Jason Jackson, though.
If I was him, I would be looking to stuff and try and get back to my feet here. Because, especially in 2 minutes left in the round, he might be able to force Kuramagomedov to level change, and there's where the uppercuts and knees come back into play.
Hail Mary submissions, much harder to pull off than Hail Mary knockouts.
And the time is running out, guys. The clock is ticking, and Jackson's clinging on to his world title by his fingertips. Ramazan Kuramagomedov on the verge now.
Wow, work, guys, work. Try to keep busy.
Warning from the referee, 90 seconds left in this championship fight. Kuramagomedov hanging onto a leg. Jason Jackson defending the takedown but exhausted.
Here's where it's an opportunity to stand up. Will he take it? No, he's staying on top. Once again, I think it's a round-winning strategy. It's not a fight-winning strategy.
Good shout, Jimmy.
But is that the problem?
That is
Leaving it in the hands of the judges here. Unofficial, all of us.
I don't know as Jason Jackson will be confident that he won any of those first 3 rounds. To be focused on winning this round on points. He's going to need this finish. And his corner team are screaming at him.
.40 seconds left. Bellator welterweight title fight. On their feet momentarily. Any late drama. Paul Hughes left it late in the second when he won.
That's it. Kuramagomedov's going to stay attached to him for the next 15 seconds now.
He's seen it out, hasn't he? Yep. Kuramagomedov. 10 seconds to go. Jason Jackson's title might be slipping away. Ramazan Kuramagomedov is going to survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in tonight's world title fight, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. All 3 judges, Jacob Montalvo, Michael Bell, and Brian Miner, all see it exactly the same. 48-47. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. And now the new Bellator welterweight world champion, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Ramazan Kuramagomedov. Very emotional, my friend. You can see this means a lot to you. Talk about what you're feeling at this moment.
Очень эмоциональный момент, как ты себя чувствуешь? Я не могу описать словами этот момент. Я не знаю даже, что сказать. Единственное, хочу сказать моему сопернику, он не заслужил сегодня проиграть. Но бывают такие дни, когда твой день бывает не твой день. Сегодня просто мой день, но он ничем не слабее, чем я.
He said, I can't even explain how I feel right now. All I could say is that my opponent doesn't deserve the loss. He's a great guy, he's a tough guy. Today was just my day. Someday is going to be his day, but nothing to take away from Jason.
And did you know, as you were going into the judges' scorecards, were you confident that those first 3 rounds were yours on the scorecards?
Yes. I think about like first 3 rounds I win. In round number 4, he like confused me a little bit. He started wrestling, and round number 5 we just like scramble, not punch me, he not punch me, I'm not punch him, we just scramble. This is why I think after fight I win. But you know, everybody know what's judges. They can give to him win, but today they give to me.
But a very tough, very, very challenging champion that you just took the belt off. It's got to mean even more to you because it was such a tough fight.
In my opinion, I was prepared to the best welterweight in the world. Doesn't matter, Bellator, PFL, and UFC. For my opinion, he was the best welterweight in the world.
And now you're the best welterweight in the world, my friend. What's your message to the rest of this division? You are the champion now, the belt's yours, and they've got to come and try and get it from you.
This is guy who is in the right now. He will give you his answer.
So who's next, Mike Hogan?
Well, we're going to see. I mean, Lorenz Larkin is going to fight in San Diego against Levan Chokeli. I think the winner of that could be the next in line.
Very, very exciting. Ramazan Kuramagomedov, my friend, congratulations. Dublin!